I'm your host, Alec 123. You're joining me for Wishful Thinking, Chapter 8, Birdbrained. Alec sees at you, his face growing red, while the rest of the office looks on. I get the feeling I'm not going to actually love this next assignment. Read the room, Lambert. You're gonna hate it. We got a tip about 10 minutes ago that there's been some kind of major accident in Noel's quarter. You'll be covering it alone. Are you kidding me? How am I supposed to report on it if I don't even have a camera person? Alec, you can't do this. We don't know what kind of accident it is. You could be putting Amanda in serious danger. Hey, good news, Lambert! Aubrey would just volunteer to be your cameraman. Now get your equipment and head downtown. And if you don't come back with something good, don't even bother coming back at all, ever. Before anyone can respond, he storms off. You and Aubrey turn to each other. Thanks for having my back. Sorry I got you wrapped up on this. Hey, was no way I was going to leave you on your own. I'd do the same thing. Well, I guess we should grab what we need and get out of here. Wait, you're actually gonna go? Amanda, you don't have to put yourself at risk for one little story. I've been afraid of taking risks my whole life, but here's the thing. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. If Alec wants to take his best shot at me, I'm gonna turn his hatings into ratings. Oof, I like that. I can't believe I'm talking to the same Amanda who was worried she'd stumble at her first interview. But I didn't stumble. I tackled. I like seeing the side of you, Amanda. Let's go grab our gear and head out of here. You're a little surprised when Aubrey ducks in the wardrobe. What gear do you have in here? You clearly haven't been on the field. Yeah. You're gonna have to, or want to change before we go. What's wrong with what I'm wearing now? Nothing. It's gorgeous, and that's the issue. We don't know what kind of story we're walking into. I'd hate to see your nice outfit get messed up. And I don't want you to get slowed down by heels and stiff clothing. I'm grabbing sneakers, personally. Ugh. Yeah, fair point. I can barely run in gym shoes, let alone heels. You sift through the hangers and find something you think might work. Okay, cute, flexible. I think this will fit the bill. Wear this outfit to improve your bonus scene and improve your reporter score! So, tight-fitting, check. Literally that's something you said you don't want to have. Sweater in hot weather, okay, check. And a necklace that can hang on the sun, okay, check. Or I'm going to continue with this, at least it makes sense. The news isn't meant to be delivered in casual clothing, though. It's one of my firm-held beliefs. Well, I'm not going to ask you to compromise your beliefs. I'm ready if you are. Before long, the two of you are heading downtown in a news van. You and Aubrey arrive downtown to find an entire street blocked off by police barricades. A growing crowd of onlookers stands by nervously. The police officer leans against the barrier, eating a bag of sunflower seeds. You flash your press badge. Amanda Lambert, Northbridge News. Is press allowed past the barrier? Do what you want, it's your life. Can you tell us anything about what's going on? No clue. I'm on perimeter duty. Gas leak, sewage, overflow, alien invasion. Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is I'm waiting for backup. You're the first journalist who actually tried to access the scene. Do you think it's dangerous? Like, should we not investigate? I mean, I wasn't told not to let the press through. But I'm not going to rescue you from angry aliens, that's for sure. Amanda, are you sure you want to do this? Honestly, Alec didn't give us much of a choice. He put us between a rock and a hard place. It's this or our jobs. Yeah, let's just hope there's nothing too dangerous out there. Officer moves the barricade aside, and you and Aubrey pass through, making your way down the street. Soon you're out of sight from the barriers. Aubrey scans the scene with his camera, but there's no sign of disturbance. This is creepy. There's no one here, and we have no idea what we're looking for. I get the weirdest feeling that we're being watched. Suddenly, a growl echoes from a nearby alley, and Aubrey freezes in place. What was that? I think that's our story. He aims the camera at the alleyway and you tightly grip the mic. The growling gets louder and a figure emerges. Oh. Well, hello there. I shall kneel to you with respect of the animal kingdom. Emu! Ah! Wait, are you kidding me? You don't know Northbridge got shut down because there's an emu on the loose? Hey, don't disrespect the emu, they'll peck you to death. Ah! Suddenly, more emus emerge from the other side streets and alleyways. Before long, a whole flock surrounds you, and this is how you die. Eat fruit, nuts, seeds. Aubrey, are you getting this? Boy, am I ever. Ah! Will the small featherless birds give us seeds? Clear your throat and raise your mic to your lips, attempting to step out of the range of one emu is clearly trying to join your hair. Amanda Lambert reporting from the blocked-off section of downtown Northbridge, which appears to have been overrun with emus. We're not sure how the birds got here, but Northbridge News is investigating. More reports to follow as we... Hey! What do you think you're doing? A man emerges from one of the side streets and runs towards you, his face crinkled in anger. He's wearing a vest made from what appears to be emu feathers. Oh, $3 now. Leave my people alone. Haven't they suffered enough already? Your people? What do you mean? He's emu man. Emu man! I'm the founder of Pete, aka Person for the Ethnical Treatment of Emus. I'm here to rescue these poor mistreated creatures. I see. And could you tell me your name, sir? Pete. Okay, Pete. Are you responsible for this? By this you mean the greatest emu liberation effort since the Great Adelaide Zoo breakout of 1985, and yes, I am responsible. I got wind of a flock of emus being kept by a local wildlife reserve over in Hartfeld, and had to intervene. Emu man! Okay, so this was a gesture of eco-activism. Were there issues how the reserve was treating them? Oh, were there ever? Surely the reserve gave emus plenty of food, space, medical attention, and freedom. That all sounds pretty good, actually. I'm not seeing an issue. The issue was there. We're treating emus as if they're civil animals instead of acknowledging their personhood. So I disguised myself as an emu, snuck into the enclosure where they were being kept, and led from them there. To the middle of a busy metropolitan city, but why? It sounded like they were better off at the reserve. No! Emus aren't meant to be kept behind fences. They should be driving cars, grabbing coffee, taking selfies. My god, is this guy for real? I agree with the first part of your statement, and then you lost me. Okay, Pete. Why are emus so special to you? I wouldn't expect you to understand. Well, I'm trying, that's why I'm asking. Well, okay, but I'll tell you anyway. It all started when I was 13. My family was vacationing in Australia. We were bushwalking through the Flinders Ranges and southern outback, and I somehow got separated from the rest of my group. I spent 3 days wandering through the desert, surviving on only my wits and economy-sized bag of trail mix I had in my backpack. Oh my gosh, that must have been terrifying. Yes, it was, and yet led to an experience that could change my life forever. On the third day, I finally collapsed and passed out by sheer exhaustion. But when I came to, a flock of emus were pulling my trail mix from my backpack, trying to feed and revive me. I knew then they were that special. Are you sure they weren't just trying to eat the trail mix themselves? No, of course not. I knew you wouldn't understand. Okay, Pete, what's the story with Pete? I founded Pete to raise awareness for and protect the world's most deeply misunderstood species, the emu. My organization tracks shipments of emus and intervenes and integrates them into human society. Wait, you're telling me there's emus walking around? Even as we speak, Jeff Bezos is not a human. He's an emu. That's it, we're done. Like, as pets? No, emus far surpasses in emotional complexity. If anything, they should be the ones in control. Yep, Jeff Bezos. They're not just dumb big birds from the desert. They have the potential to change the world as we know it. Okay, and do other members of Pete share your view? I'm actually the only member. No one else truly cares for the emus like I do. Yeah, that's what I thought. Would you say you're the emu scion? Hey, Sir Cameraman, just to talk. What kind of 2-bit operation is this? Who's the guy who runs a one-person organization? Listen, I'm not here to let the media twist my story around for some clickbait. I'm here to be among my feathered friends. Turns away from you and reaches over to stroke the neck of a nearby emu. Ah! Not the neck feathers! I just groomed! The emu lets out a shrill scream and kicks Pete in the groin. Oh, brother, why? As he crumples to the ground in agony, the emus run, knocking into other emus and startling them. Before you know it, the whole flock of emus is running around in a wild frenzy. Aubrey pulls you to the edge of the street. This is getting out of control. We need to leave. No, we need to handle this. Ah! But how do we get out of here? There are emus everywhere. I think we just have to make a run for it and hope for the best. Aim for the emu that looks the less likely to kill us. You survey the mess of emus, trying to determine which one seems the friendliest. I'm gonna go with this one. Well, no, there's 2 of them, but one looks like he's smiling. You keep up on the emu, and she perks up as you approach. The woman looks just like my old zookeeper. I wonder if she'll feed me a watermelon too. Oh, watermelon. The emu nuzzles your shoulder affectionately. You turn to Aubrey with a grin. Okay, I know we're in the middle of a potentially deadly stampede, but this is super cute. Please tell me you're getting this. Oh, don't worry, the camera's still rolling. Scratch the emu's neck and slip past her to a clear section of the street. Suddenly, you feel something squishing beneath your foot. You look down and realize you've stepped in a big pile of emu caca. Oh, these were my favorite shoes. You and Aubrey hurry down the street as fast as you can, the herd of emus still right behind you. It sounds like she's a real gumshoe. Finally out of breath, you reach the police barricade. The crowd gasps as the flock of emus come into view. What the? They're coming right for us! We need to stop them. They're gonna crash through the barricade. Seeds! Realize that the officer is holding a bag of sunflower seeds you saw him reading earlier. Sir, give me your sunflower seeds. This is for the greater good. Brandishing the bag, you move away from the crowd, calling out to the emus. They pause and stare in your direction. Hey, over here, you big lugs. I've got seeds for you. Seeds! 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 Mine! Mine! Uh-oh. Emus close in around you, and Aubrey ducks into a building off to your left. The circle of emus is too tight to follow. Emus advance, and your back presses against the wall in the building. There's nowhere to run as the emus close in. Oh, I can't die like this. Such a stupid way to go. Amanda, up here. Grab my hand. Glance up and realize that Aubrey is hanging off the fire escape right above you. You toss the bag of sunflower seeds at the oncoming emus and jump, grabbing Aubrey's hand. He push you up just as the emus reach the spot where you were standing moments ago and begin tearing into the bag. Slump against the railing of the fire escape. Seeds! That was close. Hey, I wasn't about to let you get Mufasaed by a flock of giant birds. Aside from neither of us being killed or maimed, I've got good news. I managed to catch most of this adventure on camera. You were filming through all of that? You really are dedicated to the job. Hey, I'm not the only one who just risked my life to stop a bird stampede. If you don't go viral, I'll eat my camera cord. He has the camera back on his shoulder, aiming at you. Any closing remarks for the folks at home? I'm Amanda Lambert. Today has been a truly emotional roller coaster for the city of Northbridge. Eventually, the rangers from the wildlife reserve show up and herd the emus into their truck, and the chaos finally ends, and you and Aubrey return to the street level. Watch Peach pass by in handcuffs as the officer escorts him to the back of the police car. All I wanted was to do was free the emus from their prison. Buddy, you better focus on freeing yourself from prison. I mean, he's got a point. You turn to Aubrey. Wow, I can't believe this is my job. I don't think I could have ever predicted an incident like this happening in 1,000 years. Oh, that's why it's news, Amanda. Hey, maybe to cap things off, we could do a quick interview with the park rangers. Looks like they've got things under control now. You approach one of the rangers who stands by the truck of emus. Excuse me, sir. I'm in the Lambert Northbridge News. I was wondering if you'd care to comment on today's events. Been a mess, that's for sure. We're trying to get everything back in order. And now, we can't find one of our emus. She must have gotten separated from the herd. Oh no, will you be able to track her down? Hopefully, but I'm worried that something bad might happen first. A big city isn't a good place for a lone emu. Behind the ranger, some of the emus droop their heads, sadly. Where's Emi? I hope she comes back soon. Help find Emi. Earn reporter points and get exclusive scene with some friendly emus. We find her soon. I'm sure she'll turn up okay. A giant bird in the middle of a downtown Northbridge can't stay hidden for that long, right? I sure hope so. Hey, Jeff Bezos, I heard, just found a new woman. You and Aubrey return to the news van and prepare for the drive back to the studio. And before Jeff Bezos starts attacking the channel. After finally wrapping up, Aubrey drives you back to the studio. You cradle the camera in your lap and watch playback of his footage. Aubrey, this is incredible. How did you get all these amazing shots while you were running away from the emus? I figured that if the emus didn't kill me, Alec would if I came back with no usable footage. Still, this is good work. I'm seeing your passion for filmmaking shine through. You really think so? That means a lot, Amanda. Honestly, today was the most fun I've had in work in a long time. I wish I could do this thing every day for my real job. Hitting for your thoughts? I applied for 2 weeks of vacation time so I could attend a workshop at the Northbridge Film Festival that wasn't approved. Oh, Aubrey, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll have more opportunities. Yeah. I was just been hoping that this could be a chance to, I don't know, do something different. Sometimes I feel like I'm spinning wheels and overperforming in the wrong job while the one I want gets further away. Wow. I know that feeling. Every day I rack my brain for the best writing to bring forward, and no one even knew it was from me. I was faceless. Look at you now. You were like a hurricane just building up to force to take us all by storm. I mean, yeah, now, but it took me a long time to get to my feet and decide to fight for what I wanted. Aubrey sighs and rolls his shoulders. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm afraid I don't have what it takes to leave Northbridge and pursue a career in film. What if I fall flat on my face? At Northbridge News, I'm stable, and I know what I'm capable of, but sometimes it just feels like I'm letting my life pass me by, you know? I know that feeling all too well. My mom passed away when I was in college, so I dropped out. For a long time, I just drifted. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. That makes missing out on a workshop suddenly so insignificant. I didn't mean for you to feel that way. I just wanted you to know that being lost is temporary, even when you're really lost. Okay, so when am I gonna find myself? I made it back, and I made it back swinging. It just takes time to find yourself. And when you do, well, you take off like a rocket. Wow, man, I always knew there was a lot of strength under that smile of yours. Everyone always did say that I had my mother's smile. I wish I could have known her. If she raised you, she must have been an amazing woman. wanted me to go for it. She knew about my dreams, she supported them, and 100%, no matter what, she encouraged me. Every time I do a broadcast, I almost feel like she's still with me, saying that she's proud. Well, you just evaded an entire herd of emus. She's definitely proud. Up on the skyline, you notice a hot air balloon floating on the wind and point. My mom used to call these random acts of beauty. Just little things you see suddenly and make everything better. You must be a random act of beauty then. Somehow you make me feel a lot better. I don't know if you noticed all the billboards advertising hot air balloon rides, but the exit is coming up soon. Why don't we go? What about work? Well, just say it took us a while to get out of the stampede. Ride a hot air balloon to improve your relationship with Aubrey and get a chance to be intimate. I appreciate the offer, but honestly, I'm exhausted. And, like, seriously, that's the most I've ever run since we've had to do the pacer test in high school. Amanda, no! I totally forgot about the pacer test up until now. The pain is flooding back. Sorry to remind you. Will it make you better if I promise we'll hit the hot air balloons another time? Sounds good to me. As long as they don't involve exercise in any way. Laughing, the two of you continue down the highway. Back at the studio, you and Aubrey enter Alec's office to present him with the footage. This ought to be good, let's see it. As the tape plays, Alec's eyes glaze over and his grimace fades. When he gets to the part where you step in bird poop, he actually smiles. It's a shame we're gonna have to cut that. My favorite part in editing, Lambert. Keep watching, there are a lot of favorite parts. As the tape plays, Alec grows more and more engrossed. Wow, the stampede, the sunflower seeds, the fire escape fake-out. This is more like a movie than a newscast. Viewers are going to lose their mind over this. We gotta get it on the air now. Sure, we'll take it down to editing and let them know it's urgent. Anything else you'd like to say? Good job, Lambert. He winces, impressed. Yep, that's the word I was looking for. Oof, don't push your luck. Seriously. You leave Alec's office with Aubrey practically floating. Later that week, you meet Anna for lunch in a posh downtown restaurant. The two of you chat merrily over your food. And then he said, literally, that he was impressed. Alec Burdock impressed. It must have been physically painful to say. I'm not surprised at all. As soon as I saw you outrunning those emus, my work ethic plummeted, and I was glued to the television. Maybe that brush with danger was worth it in the end. I can't believe how much the story has blown up. I still can't believe your boss sent you out there on your own over a stupid disagreement about your friend's repair job. It's so unethical when employers take advantage of their staff like that. I'm gonna talk to Charlie about more workers' right policies. Well, it's the job. I just have to deal with it. No, you don't. That's exactly what he wants you to think. But no one should have to suffer because they think they're powerless. If you know that something is wrong, you have to speak up. Preach. You suddenly think about Ellen snooping in Alec's office and your realization that she was responsible for cutting the power to the office. What if you know something's wrong, but you can't prove it? A troubled look ripples across Anna's face for just a second before she composes herself again. I wish I knew the answer to that myself. Well, I guess you just keep watching until they slip up. Before you can respond, Anna leans forward, grinning broadly. Hey, listen, it sounds like your week was a wild run, and I want today to be a relaxing and fun one, so I had an idea. I overheard from one of Charlie's donors that there's a very exclusive rooftop pool party happening a few blocks from here today. Let me guess, you want us to try and talk our way in? Well, I can see why you'd think that, but I actually managed to score some passes, as long as you're technically Pat Woodruff and I'm OJ Gifford? there's no one I'd rather invite along. What do you say? Are you up for a dip? I mean, you did have me at rooftop pool, because... Okay, for you guys don't know, I was gone on Sunday. The only way I'm streaming or recording this is I had to run a power cord all the way across my house, because literally half my house doesn't have power, I don't have a kitchen, and I don't have any AC, and it's 90 degrees out, and it's gonna be hotter tomorrow. Please send help. I would die for a pool! My legs are still sore from outrunning the emus. I barely have the energy to walk back to my car, let alone swim. Excuses, but I'll keep you posted if I manage to score tickets to another cool event. But can I at least entice you to walk me back to the campaign office? We're actually not far away. Sure, I wouldn't mind a peek into the hectic world of managing a political campaign. You and Anna finish your lunch and then head out together. And Hannah returned to Carmichael's campaign headquarters, riding the elevator up. If we push the stop button, it's enough time for a quickie. I mean, what? Thanks again for inviting me today. I'm really glad we got to hang out. Thank you for joining me. You have no idea how badly I needed a girls' day out. Oh, I feel you. I needed it too. I can't believe that you're going back to work. It's almost Friday night. It's election season, baby. My job is never done. Thanks for walking me back, though. No problems. Besides, I want to get a peek at Carmichael's Center of Operations. Sure thing. I can give you the grand tour. There's actually a really great view of the... It cuts off as the elevator door slides open. Oh! Ooh! Wow. Someone's mad. What the hell? You emerge from the elevator to find that the campaign office has been completely trashed. Oh my gosh, what happened in here? I think Charlie's made an enemy. Ellen. Come on, it has to be. You know, you and me are thinking it, let's be honest. So without further ado, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support yours truly. And without further ado, that is it for today. Choices is doing very minuscule content as of late. But, I will be streaming later this evening, God help me. Keyword, later this evening. I'm not doing it right now because it's too goddamn hot in this room. Feel free to tune into that. Preferably when it's cooler, and, you know, I kind of have to wear a shirt for the stream. I'm just saying. But, yeah. May God have mercy on my soul. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.